I'm Sarah Christensen Fu, and I've been helping authors connect with readers and sell more books online for about 10 years. Worked at Penguin and Simon & Schuster, and as a freelancer, I've worked with HarperCollins, Rodale, Hay House, and smaller houses with agents and directly with authors who are working to publish their books. Yeah, I love my job. It's very exciting. And I'm also a published author. So as I go through some of these examples, I'm going to show you things from my experience as an author, because it's easy to show them as examples and kind of tell you, here's how I would do competitor research, or how I would schedule book-related posts. So it's not a hypothetical, right? So I wanted to start with the idea of just like, what do I mean when I say content calendar, and what am I talking about? Why is it important? So how I'm defining it is, first, it's a set of guidelines for the types of posts that you want to put out, including direction on your brand message, your design, your types of content. So there's a branding piece to it where you're deciding how and what I'm going to talk about and what it's going to look like. And then secondly, it's an actual schedule. So it's an actual schedule in advance, day-to-day look at what you're going to post, when you're going to post it, how many times you're going to promote it, what time of day you want to promote it. And then the why of the social media content calendar. Oh, I just heard a dig. Oh, hi, Ann. Ann, I'm digging in, so just hold on. The why of the content calendar, the social media and blog and editorial content calendar is, I'm guessing why you're here, of course, but for me, I think about it in these ways where it helps me, of course, it helps me stay organized. It helps me stay on message. Planning ahead helps you stay organized. It helps you stay on message so that you always are pretty proud of what you're putting out there, and you're always feeling like it's talking to the right people. And Jason hit on this earlier, where it's like, getting that one message out properly on the different channels so that it always looks good and it is tailored for that social media network, but at the same time you're not like double, tripling, quadrupling the time that you're spending while you're getting this one message out. It also lets you go back and see what's working and what's not working. So it gives you a built-in template to go back and audit what you've done and what worked and what didn't work. So I'll show you some of that today for sure. And it lets you plan ahead for holidays and observances. So it lets you even know what kinds of crazy, funky observances are coming up, and why you might want to, promote around those. And then it also, it just lets you think, like, what do I want to do for Valentine's Day? What is on brand for Valentine's Day? What kind of offer could I do for Valentine's Day? Whereas when you're posting that day on Valentine's Day, you're like, I know there's a picture somewhere that I want, and it's peace of mind, I think. And then I also think it frees you up to be more spontaneous. So on the day, when you know that you have something scheduled, if you find yourself with a few moments where you're scrolling through Twitter and you see that, for Cindy, like disabilities or, special abilities advocacy there's a trending topic around it, you'd be able to just join the conversation because you wouldn't be worrying about, did I hit that one post? Did I get that one thing done? It's because you'd know you have it done, right? So those are my whys for why a content calendar is so important for an author, for a business, for anyone. Okay, so I have some, I'm going to share my screen, and I have a bunch of tools that I'm going to share. So the next few minutes, I'm going to just be going through tools that I've used and the features of those tools, and also the pricing of the tools. And this is for the first step, which is planning out your social media content calendar. So the order I'm going to go in is first the planning, like what tools you can use to plan. I'll show you what I do. And then I'm going to go through how to research the type of content that you want to be promoting, how to make sure that you're on message, how to make sure that what you're posting matches what your readers are responding to. and then we'll talk about the tools for scheduling. So here we go. I'm starting with a tool that I am new to, but I really am enjoying. This is called Monday.com. It's a social media scheduling tool. It's actually a project. These are all technically project managing tools. So if you were to want to have a team working on this, if you wanted to do a different sort of, honestly for writing, they're useful too. So you can plan out your different chapters, your different, you know, how it is all going to look in tandem. So this is Monday, and they have a template, a built-in template that is and it's free to join. That's a social media schedule. It's free to join, here is this view. There are a few different views you can choose. You can see your timeline, but of course, like calendar or Kanban, I like. Kanban is a board that goes across the top, so I'll click on that so you can see what these different posts look really visually. I like that view a lot. And then the calendar view, of course, is you can see it in the month. And that's, to me, really, really helpful. So you can see what's happening on 3 consecutive Thursdays in a row, for example, or you can see, hey, I don't have anything 2 Saturdays in a row. Is that a problem? It might not be, but you could think about that. So in this Monday.com software, you can create a post for your different channels, and you can mark it, of course, with your different channels. You can plan out your blog posts in advance. So again, this is a planning tool. This is not going to actually schedule these posts for you, but they're really nice to have and use. So, and then I just want to click on the pricing so you can see the pricing. So you can get in and use the free trial to see if you like it or not. And then it is, I think it looks like $25 a month, and it's 5 users. So you could use this to collaborate with other people if you're in a group with other people. It's or if you're working with someone like me to help create posts or help you work with posts, it's fantastic for that. So that is Monday. Okay, I'm going next to Basecamp. Has anyone used Basecamp before?
Yes, but this doesn't look anything like the way I remember Basecamp looking, so it may. So
this is Basecamp. Oh, this is actually Basecamp 2 for some reason, but I used Basecamp. I thought it was Basecamp 3, but I must not have upgraded this forum. So this is Basecamp 2, and then Basecamp 3 is even more. I mean, it looks a lot like this Basecamp 3, but in this, so this is one that I've done with multiple clients. So I'll go to Howard, who doesn't mind if I share. But what I've done with Howard is I've done a lot of research to find articles that really will work for him. And then I've done a lot of planning here for blog posts that I'd like to do. So it lets me do that, but then, let me, oh, so this is, let's see, where can I find this guy? Okay, so this actually then becomes your calendar. So I did 1 week, so a separate project for each week. And then under the separate project, you'd have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Here's what I'm doing. I'm sharing this one, sharing this post. So it becomes a really nice to-do list calendar project. And then they have a calendar view as well. So you can see, oh, I'd have to go back to find, I don't have this. Let's see, November. Let's see. Oops. Okay, well, since they're checking off, it's not showing up here, but you'd have the different dates show up here on the calendar view. So it's really useful to see what you've got going on, see where your plans are. The next one I want, oh, and Basecamp for, so this is Basecamp 3, $99 per month for all inclusive, but I'm gonna see if I, This is expensive, is what I want to say. It does come with a lot of file storage. It comes with unlimited users and unlimited projects, which is great. But I think they switched gears from sort of a personal plan that worked really well to a really business-oriented plan. So I wanted to share it because I think it's great, but I also wanted to make sure that this is, this really is an investment at $100 a month. So if you're collaborating with other people, highly recommend. If you're doing your own content calendar, then it's a little pricey for that. Okay, and Trello. Has anyone used Trello? Okay, so Trello is similar. It doesn't have as many views, but what I like about it is this cool sliding feature. So when you're planning out your post ideas in one, and then you're going to make them, so you're going to make the post and get them all ready, you can scooch one topic into the next, and then once it's scheduled, you can scooch it into the third. So and then you can have as many lists as you want. So if you've got brainstorms, and then you've got blog post brainstorms, if you've got before and after pictures that you want to take, then you can do all that. Sorry. Okay. So that is Trello. Trello is free to use. Let's go to the pricing link here. Yeah, Trello is free for the basic one. If you do want to collaborate, then it's not, $9.99 a month, so much more affordable than Basecamp, a tenth of the price of Basecamp. And it's very simple to use, so I like it a lot. Okay, so this one is, let's see, Airtable. I don't know, has anyone else seen a lot of advertisements for Airtable? I get served ads for Airtable quite often, so I wanted to check it out. It is not as, the free plan, it's a free first plan, and then it's $10 a month after that. And it does a lot of the same things that these other programs do. It lets you plan out in advance. It lets you tag things, so you can really say which channel you're going to do. You get to tag related stories, so that then you can link your things together. So if you have a post that are promoting a blog post, you'll be able to link those things and really be able to navigate simply between them. Very often it's easier to plan not in the scheduling tool itself, at least for most people I know. So so some people are really great at planning in Hootsuite or planning in the program that they're using to send out social media messages. But honestly, almost everyone I know likes to have a plan in a separate place and then bring it over. So this is the workflow preference. It doesn't have to be that way. I know it sounds like an extra step, but okay, so that's Airtable pricing. And then quickly, I'll just say Asana is another one that people really love. So I'll leave it there. But then what I use, and the eventual where I wanted to go with it is Google Docs. I use Google Docs free. Google Calendars is another one that a lot of people use. So you would just set up your post and say, I'm going to post on Facebook about, and then you write your post text. I don't use Google Calendar because of all the the reminders are amazing. So if you react well to reminders and pings, then this is a great option for you. If you don't, then I would recommend just doing the spreadsheet version. And I can give you guys this tool. I use this to plan for myself and for clients. I use just a Google Doc, and why I like this is because I can take as many notes in an unformatted way as I want to in the margins, and I can dye things different colors, and it's just so flexible. Obviously, it's just a spreadsheet. So I wanted to show you the other planning tools and then end up here at the cheapest and sort of simplest one, which is Google Docs.